Greetings, Workplace Specialist 1 teachers, and welcome to our unit on Career and Technical Education Advisory Committees and Student Organizations. During this unit, we'll examine how important it is to develop local, regional, and national relationships with stakeholders in your content area. These stakeholders include business, industry, customers, and interested parties that can further the mission of your CTE program and influence others to do the same. We'll also examine more about career and technical education student organizations, commonly known as CTSOs, and we'll discuss the importance of those organizations to student engagement. As in all of our lessons, we have standards-based objectives. The standards-based objective for this lesson can be found here. The very first SBO has to do with advisory committees, and the second SBO, SBO 2, has to do with career and technical student organizations. As in most of our assignments, there's also reading that is expected. That can be found by clicking here. The required readings are found here, and we've included a link and a document from the Indiana Department of Education so that you can learn more about advisory committees and CTSOs and what the Indiana Department of Education has to say about each. We have also included a number of suggested readings so that you can learn more about what other states are doing in terms of advisory committees and CTSOs. You'll see the Colorado Advisory Committee Handbook, the North Dakota Advisory Committee Guide, the Texas Advisory Committee Manual, and a PowerPoint from the United States Department of Education for rigorous programs of study. Also, make sure to look at our best practice videos. You can find them by clicking here. We've included a number of best practice videos. In the Career and Technical Advisory Committees section of Best Practice Videos, you'll see Alan Taylor, who is a CTE director, and he'll share with you his thoughts on the importance of CT advisory committees. You'll also hear from Steve Wallace, who is an advisory committee member at Prosser Career Education Center. And finally, you'll hear from Frank McPhillips, a teacher at Prosser, and he'll share with you his thoughts on the importance of advisory committees. Next, there are 3 videos about career and technical student organizations. Again, you'll hear from Alan Taylor, who is the CTE director at Prosser. You will also hear from Mike Bowerly, who is a CTE teacher and very active in CTSOs. And finally, you'll hear from Emily Stevenson, who's a student at Prosser and very active in Indiana career tech student organizations. You also need to make sure that you look at our group discussion or discussion forum. That can be found by clicking here. The group discussion forum has some basic questions that we like you to answer, and they're found right here. Additionally, we have included for you the discussion forum and point chart rubric, which is found here, so that you know exactly what targets to shoot for. Finally, when you're ready to go and post on the discussion forum, simply click here and you will be taken right to the forum so that you can communicate with fellow classmates. Finally, we have our written assignment that can be found by clicking right here. The written assignment is a 2-part assignment. It involves CTSOs and advisory committees, and it has some very exact headings that we'd like you to use. You can see here for written assignment part 1, we have a total of 5 headings. You should address all 5 of those headings in your written assignment. Then as you move to written assignment part 2, you will find 4 headings, and you should address all of those headings in the written assignment as well. Finally, in this section, you will find the assessment checklist and assessment rubric so that you know exactly how your faculty will be grading your work, and you can use this as a checklist as well so that you can make sure you've done everything necessary in the written assignment to get full credit. We hope you'll enjoy this unit, and we know that you will learn more about both CTE advisory committees and CTE student organizations.